What up, what up? It's your boy AD in the spot. That's all day, you feel me? Finna come back. Finna talk about some important stuff, you feel me? Finna talk about something that's so important in everyone's life. And I feel like that is the golden rule. And yeah, I said it, the golden rule. And for those who don't know what that rule is do unto others as you would want them to do to you, you know? Basically treat people how you would want to be treated, and this must be good. You know, you can't be out here treating people bogus because you want to be treated bogus. Like, that just don't make no sense, right? Let me cut this TV down. Got this TV up. But alright. Now the reason why I bring this up, man, is because it's so important. Like, because we live in a world nowadays where people don't get that or understand that. We live in a world nowadays where everyone is pretty much thinking about their self and their own personal gain. So they can really not care too much about how they treat people or even act around people because they're too interested in what they want to do and what's going on. And the most messed up part about behaving like that and doing those types of things is the fact that you won't find what you're looking for. You know, how can you expect someone to treat you nicely and be there for you and love you and respect you, but you're not doing that to anyone else? You know, you going around and you acting as if it doesn't matter how you act and treat people. It doesn't matter about respecting someone, and that's not good, you know? And I see this all the time, man. I really do. You know, I mean, let me know in the comments if you see this a lot. People who will just only be interested in their own stuff, still want to be around you though, still want to act like they about something, but then they not. And they're never really, caring about how you feel, caring about how they treating you. You know, it's too many people out here that I know right now that do bogus stuff to people or say bogus things, but then act like it doesn't matter. Act like, oh, if you say something bogus to them, then they get mad. If you talk about what they do, they get upset, and then it might not even be bad what you talking about, but then they get all upset, like, oh, why are you talking about me? But hold on. You was just quick to just go, do other people bogus and down them, and now you expect you to have something? It's very important. If you do this, you will have a lot of less problems in your life. But also, something to add into this is treat people how they deserve to be treated. Also, pay attention to people. Try to feel what people do so you can treat them how they deserve to be treated. Don't just treat everyone, the same old way. No, treat people how they deserve to be treated. Meaning, if a motherfucker is acting effed up with you, well, treat them how they deserve to be treated. I could break down hella examples. If people treating you right, treat them how they deserve to be treated. But at the same time, don't do things to them you wouldn't want done to yourself. And you got to look at it from a real right perspective. There is such thing as tough love. you know it's like a relationship, any relationship really. You got a lot of people out here who want to get into a relationship, but not willing to give their all, not willing to do the golden rule, what I was talking about. Treat others how you want to be treated, give to receive. Don't just do what you want to do and not care around whoever you trying to talk to because it's not you. Respect them, respect whoever you might be talking to or dating. Even if you might not be feeling about that like that and you might be ready to just start talking to someone else, moon out, still respect them. You know, don't treat them like they don't mean crap. Don't treat them because you would be upset if somebody just blew you off and treated like you didn't mean crap. And what I'm saying right now can happen to anyone. It could. You know, there's a lot of people out here doing people grimy as hell right now and could care fucking less about it because it ain't them. And then they think it won't never happen to them. And this could relate to a whole bunch of shit. This could relate to a lot of shit. What's going on now? How people is just, how, especially with these stars and stuff, just stacking up their paper, caring less about anyone, pushing BS, pushing fake stuff all day. Just like the people we see on the streets, pushing fake shit, trying to make you believe shit that ain't even real about them, so you like it. So you try to like them instead of people being themselves, and having a personality is more about just showing off and acting like you got this and got that, and you do this and you do that, instead of being you and letting people know you, and also caring about what other people feel and how they think and what they got to say. If you do these things, which I'm saying, I'm telling you will have a lot of less problems in your life. I'm telling you now. And they'll keep you from putting up with a lot of bullshit. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't really put up with a lot of bullshit. And that's real. Man, I'm going to tell you right now, I really don't, man. Like back like years ago, yeah, boy, my life used to be like a roller coaster, which is still somewhat is, but not as much as what it used to be, It used to be so out of control in the past for me. My past it really is really crazy. But the object is to learn from your mistakes, Learn from the mistakes you made and move on. I see too many people out here making mistakes and not learning from them and moving on, and then making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. I see that way too much nowadays with people. But expect something to change. How can you expect something to change when you keep doing the same thing? And then one thing you can't never forget is that we are getting older, Time is moving forward. Ain't no rewind button, ain't no skip back. Every second, every minute, counts. Just like every penny, every nickel, every dollar counts, man. Because I believe in taking life seriously. But ain't nothing wrong with having some fun. Just make sure you take things seriously and handle your biz and stick to the golden rule. Because if you want people to respect you, you got to respect others. You have to respect someone. If you want somebody to like you and do for you, you got to like someone and do for them. If you want to get in a relationship and want somebody to take care of you and do all this and treat you right, well, you got to be willing to do that too. There's too many people out here thinking they can just get everything and not have to do nothing in there, and it's all going to go their way. Like, no, you got to put some effort in. You got to do something. You got to listen. You got to understand. It's messed up, man. Too many people not following this rule. Too many people just not caring about how another motherfucker feels. Just not caring about how what another person is going through. Just not really seeing it because they too worried about their own personal life. They're too worried about becoming their own personal star and hoping they're going to make it. But in order to make it, you got to take the right approach. In order to win the game, you must know the strategy. And that's the problem with what we're seeing today. No one is taking the right approach, no matter if they want it or not. And that's why we're starting to see good things happen less and less. I already explained how the titles was getting worse, man. I'm enjoying this weather out here though, man. I'm so happy it ain't snowing no more. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I'm just so happy it's not snowing no more, man, because we really do have some crazy weather out here. I mean, shit, one day it's cold, then the next day is hot, then the next day is in between, then this day is raining, now it's snowing. This is March weather in Chicago. I'm for real, man. Stick to that rule. If we seen that more nowadays, I swear I promise this world to be a better place. If people really treated and respected people how they really deserve nowadays, I promise you, we'll see a lot more happier people. We'll see a lot more smiling faces. We'll see a lot more love. I'm telling you right now, we'll see it. And it can happen. I mean, shit, anything can happen, right? And I don't doubt something like this happening. It's just sad the route things have gone. It's sad the lives that we choose to live. It's sad how we can't recognize the world we live in. Now that's sad. But you can't give up though, right? You can't give up. And I don't want people to give up. I want people to realize that we still have a chance to become good, respectable, honest people who are willing to help be real, and do what's right in this world to make this world a better place. Cause I know deep down inside everybody really wishes that, but everybody is just covering it up, you know. There's so much going on nowadays. It really is. It's just so much. It's so much. It's like people can't even focus nowadays because you got just things coming at you at all angles. So it's very hard to focus. But you can though. You can focus. Like I said, man, it's all about being positive. But I'm gonna come back with some other videos. You know, I got other stuff to talk about. I've been leaving the media alone a little bit because, I mean, dang, man, they just starting to tire me out to the point where I don't even feel like talking about that crap no more. But not to the point, like, you know, I'll talk about some stuff. You already know. But I'm just, I'm just really hoping for that positive. Like, if you want somebody to like your videos, comment on your videos, subscribe to you, do it to other people, subscribe to other people, like other people, comment on their videos, reply to your messages. It's all about respect. You gotta give to receive, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got too many people out here these days that just feel like stuff is just supposed to come to them. Too many people these days that feel like, that, like, besides the fact that they hope stuff can come to them, but, just feeling like everything is all right and we're living in a good place right now. When in reality we're not, and it's a fact that we're not living in a good place right now. My bad, I'm a little distracted by this little game on, man. It's just distracting what just happened, but yeah, man. Hey, it was something else I wanted to say before I get off here. It was something else and it slipped my mind, but that's pretty much it, though. Because I'm going to talk about other stuff, but, like this video, comment, tell me what y'all think, And if you watching this video, like I always say, you in a good place. You're watching the video, you subscribe, whatever, you are in a great place to be. That's how I feel. I mean, okay, I might do some little funny stuff here and there, but y'all know. So I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.